Welcome to this inspiring story that will help you practice English in a simple and natural way. Today, you will hear a beautiful story about a boy named Arjun, who started his life in a small village with big dreams in his heart. This story is written using long and easy English sentences, so you can understand the meaning clearly and improve your listening skills step by step. As you listen, try to imagine each scene, understand each word, and feel the emotions of the characters. The goal is not just to learn English, but to enjoy the journey of learning through powerful and motivational stories. So, sit back, relax, and listen carefully as we begin the story of a boy who found his own way in the world. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by hills and trees, there lived a quiet and thoughtful boy named Arjun. Arjun was not the top student in school, and he was not the best at sports, but he had a heart full of dreams and questions about the world. Every day after school, he would sit under a big old tree and stare at the sky, wondering what life was like beyond the hills. He often imagined big cities, fast trains, tall buildings, and people speaking different languages. His parents were kind and hard-working farmers who always supported him and taught him to be honest and brave. They had very little money, but they gave him love, food, and stories full of wisdom. One evening, a traveler came to their village, looking tired and hungry from a long journey. Arjun invited the man to their small house, gave him a glass of water, and shared his dinner with him. The traveler smiled and told Arjun about the places he had visited, and the people he had met. He spoke about cities with tall towers, roads filled with cars, and people rushing to work. Arjun listened carefully, holding every word in his mind like a treasure. That night, Arjun could not sleep because his heart was full of new thoughts and hopes. He wanted to travel, to learn, to see the world with his own eyes, and to discover who he really was. The next morning, he told his parents about his dream to leave the village and explore the world. His parents were worried but understood his desire, and they gave him their blessings with tears in their eyes. Arjun packed a small bag with clothes, some dry food, a notebook, and the traveler's old map. He walked away from his home, waving goodbye to the village where he was born and raised. As he walked on dusty roads, his feet grew tired, but his heart stayed strong. In a nearby town, he found a tea shop and asked the owner if he could work for food. The tea seller agreed, and Arjun began cleaning tables, serving tea, and learning to talk politely to customers. Every night after work, he would write in his notebook about the things he learned during the day. After 2 weeks, he thanked the shop owner, saved some money, and continued his journey. In another town, he saw a group of people playing music in the street, laughing and dancing. He sat down near them and started clapping along, enjoying the happy moment. One of the musicians noticed him and gave him a small drum to play. At first, Arjun was shy, but soon he felt the rhythm and joined them. For the next few days he traveled with them, learning different songs and understanding how music connects people. When they left for another city, Arjun decided to go in a different direction to learn something new. He entered a quiet town with a library, and the librarian welcomed him with a warm smile. Arjun asked if he could help clean the library in exchange for time to read. The librarian agreed, and Arjun spent hours reading books about science, history, and human values. He read about people who changed the world with knowledge, courage, and kindness. Every book opened a new door in his mind, helping him understand the world better. One day, he read a story about a man who helped poor children learn to read and write. That story touched Arjun's heart, and he decided he also wanted to help others. In the next town, he saw many children on the streets who had no school and no teacher. Arjun sat with them and started teaching them simple words, numbers, and songs. He used his notebook to draw pictures and explain ideas with patience and care. Slowly, more children joined him, and he started a small open school under a tree. The parents thanked him and brought him food and water every day. Arjun felt happy and proud because he was doing something meaningful. He stayed in that town for many weeks, teaching and learning every single day. One morning, an officer from the city came to visit the village. He saw Arjun teaching the children and was very impressed by his kindness. The officer asked Arjun if he wanted to work in a big school in the city to help more children. Arjun thought for a while, then agreed, knowing he could do even more good. He said goodbye to the children and the village people, promising to visit again. When he reached the city, he was surprised by the tall buildings, busy roads, and loud noises. But he remembered his dream and stayed strong. At the city school, he worked as a helper first, learning the rules and meeting new teachers. Slowly, he was given a chance to teach younger students simple English and basic maths. He used stories, pictures, and music to make the lessons fun and easy. The students loved him because he was patient, friendly, and always smiled. The principal noticed his work and offered him a chance to take free teacher training classes. Arjun studied hard at night and worked during the day, balancing both with dedication. After 6 months, he received a certificate and became a full-time teacher. His dream of learning, traveling, and helping others had finally come true. But he did not stop there. He began writing books for children who could not go to school. He started making small videos to teach from anywhere, even in villages with no classrooms. His work started to reach many people, and slowly, newspapers and websites began to talk about him. One day, someone asked him what made him start this journey. Arjun smiled and said that it all began under a tree in a small village where he had a big dream. He told them that he believed anyone can change their life if they stay kind, curious, and never stop learning. His words touched many hearts and inspired young people to dream bigger. He often visited small villages to encourage children and remind them that they were not alone. His story was shared in schools, on social media, and even on television. He became a symbol of hope for children who had little but wanted more from life. Arjun always said that success is not only about money or fame. It is about using your skills to make life better for others. He never forgot his parents who had supported him when he had nothing but dreams. Every year, he visited his village, bringing books, toys, and stories for the children. The same tree where he used to sit as a child became a place where others gathered to listen to him. He built a small learning center near that tree so that no child would ever stop dreaming because of poverty. People from other villages started sending their children to learn in that center. Arjun trained other young teachers who wanted to give back to their communities. The small dream of one village boy had now grown into something big and beautiful. His life taught others that it does not matter where you come from. What matters is where you are going and how you help others along the way. Arjun became a teacher, a traveler, a helper, and a hero to many. But in his heart, he was still that same boy who had once looked at the sky and wondered what was beyond the hills. And so, the journey of Arjun continued, full of learning, teaching, and endless giving. You have now listened to the full story of Arjun, a simple village boy who followed his dreams and helped many others along the way. His journey shows us that no matter how small our beginnings are, we can achieve great things with hard work, kindness, and courage. Learning English is also a journey, and just like Arjun, you can grow step by listening, reading, and practicing every day. We hope this story helped you understand new words, build longer sentences, and feel more confident while learning English. Thank you for spending your time with us, and we hope you enjoyed every part of this story. Don't forget to watch more videos, keep practicing, and believe in yourself because your journey has just begun. See you in the next video. Take care, and keep learning English every day.